Hey guys, MysticEve here at Center of Mystic Arts in Costa Rica. Thanks for watching. We have renamed this channel. Instead of Tarot with me, it's now Cosmic Dialog. There's more videos on our Patreon account if you want to check that out. We're working on that. The Lavender Priestess and I have been really working hard on these videos and getting content out for you guys. And so what we're doing, instead of looking at what's going on, I mean, we're always looking at what's going on, right? It's Virgo season, which, you know, I never did this before. I never went through the seasons and figured out and like kept track of it, right? But there's definitely a lot of gifts that can be received through knowing the season. What season are we in? Virgo season. So, you know, we have this Virgo energy. And what is Virgo energy? And, you know, you tap in. I mean, at the party, Virgo has, it drops the age, or maybe not even age of the avatar, right? You're creating the avatar, whether it's Venus. My Venus is in Virgo, so it makes the Venus a little bit younger, more reclusive, I think, but really excited and also pushing out. I mean, we're just kind of personifying this virgin, this purity, this priestess. And on this video, we're going to be talking, the dialogue is going to be between Lilith, which we've had a lot going on with Lilith, have we not? And Chiron, who is now in Aries. The interesting thing between these two guys that I noticed as I started talking with them is that Chiron happens to be the shaman at the party, right? He's the wounded healer. He's the one that's going to reset your bones and get you to dive deep into your real core. Maybe it has more to do with body. But what we're doing is mirroring Lilith as a feminine healer, as she's become now with the sacred feminine healing movement and the focus on Lilith and how she stood up for herself and kept her boundaries and all of her rules that she made for herself, you know, by leaving Adam and saying, fuck that, deuces, I'm not going to take it, you know what I mean? Now, who knows what happened in the real story? It's been a long time ago, but the last video that is probably going to be put on Patreon, we started talking with Venus and Mars, and then Lilith and Chiron show up, and I just knew they had something to say to each other, which has inspired this whole shift in this channel, is that Chiron was like, whoa, I got stuff I need to say to Lilith, and Lilith is like, whoa, I got stuff I need to say to Chiron. I have no idea what they want to say, so I just have kept this video in mind, and I'm like, all right, guys, I'm here, I'm doing it. It's been a little while. It's been a couple of weeks, actually, but I'm here now. What do you want to say to each other, and how do we want to do this? And I think I want to go ahead and do a full north, south, east, west, center, north, south, east, west. What's this about? It's the Ten of Diamonds, the I love you card. This is also, this holds the energy of the world. You know, this is about Gaia. Oh, this is about Earth. This is about the trees. Yes, this, I mean, 10 is the peak completion number, and diamonds is perfected earth, coins, material, the material world. And what are we thinking about this to kind of soup up the conversation of the Nine of Hearts? So it's definitely about completing an emotional cycle. Because 9, you know, it's also right before 10. So it's like right before you get there in the ethers, there's this this completion of understanding your emotions. Being able to hold space for other people's emotions. And sometimes, you know, keeping those emotions to yourself, you know? Instead of throwing them out everywhere. Yeah. So what's going to keep us grounded? Oh, it's the 9 of Wands. So we still have this completion number. It's like, you know, we're talking about, I mean, Ace is a little bit more of like perfecting. 9, the number 9 is more like a completing the cycle, but that's a little bit to 10, but it's almost not really quite 10, but almost there. It's like do or die moment. It's like the last leg of the race. It's the get it right now or you're gonna trip and fall and bust your ass. And this is Wands, this is fire, so this is about passion. We're talking about sacred and masculine. We're talking about Lilith embodying the sacred feminine, shaman, healer. And Chiron in Aries. Oh, and Lilith is in Cancer right now, by the way. So, yeah. But we're also... Technically, Lilith is just a placement between the moon and the earth. So it's just like a point of energy, right? And Chiron is an actual asteroid. So it's like not only are we talking about sacred feminine and masculine, but it's even mirrored in that we're talking void and mass. And the fucking meteor that shot into our solar system in 1977 when I did at the same time, sort of in October-ish. But, yeah. Controlling our passion. Having that fire to really protect what's there. I mean, if we're talking about the earth here, we're talking about... You know, so the East, we've got the King of Diamonds, the King. He's going to rule the material world. If we're sticking with the higher self, because that's the whole point, right? The King. I mean, damn, we don't even really have much of a representation of what a real pure, like what, King Arthur maybe, like, I guess, like the pure king that wants to protect and rule over the maybe that's what we're trying to say, is that we don't know what that looks like. What does a real king look like that really fucking cares? If it doesn't have a healed sacred masculine, he's gonna be an asshole. So in the West, because he's bringing light onto the subject. Like, I totally see him as Chiron, being like, you know what? I'm here to tell you motherfuckers something. Excuse my language, but. And then really I feel like these 9s, okay, so in the center we've got the earth, and the top and the bottom we've got the feminine. We've got the 9 Lilith, 9 of fire, and 9 of water. That's Lilith. Then east and west, we've got the king of Diamonds, and we've got the Jack of Swords. So this is the masculine. This is Chiron. Chiron's east and west. And the sword is so much in the mind and how he thinks. And, you know, the Jack, for me, like he embodies the page and the knight, right? Like it is, okay, so is he young or is he growing up? It's this whole stage between not quite a king, you know? He's not there yet. He's the younger version of. And he's using the sword, you know, I mean, you could call it a, you know, healing instrument, like to cut off karmic gunk, really. Like he's like, you guys have got to clear your past shit, seriously, or you're not gonna, it's in essence weighing you down. It's not gonna let you just move past whichever direction, because it's not really directional anyway. We're not talking about literally up and down, but then you can see it in that way, inner, outer, up and down, however we're going. And that's why we've got the masculine east and west and the feminine north and south. Okay, so now I'm just going to talk to them. Lilith. What does Lilith have to say? I mean, you know, ladies first. Like, you know, you can't deny that. Just ladies first. Excuse me, ma'am. Whew. I'm sorry for assuming that you were out to hurt me with those black wings and that. Ooh, she's so Lilith. She was just so like, fuck that shit. Bless your heart, you know. But sometimes if Chiron's like, no, you gotta look at this, you gotta look at it, look at it, look at it. And if she doesn't, I mean, I don't know. So what do you want to say, Lilith? Oh, all right. She's looking for the King of Wands. She's like, wait a second. I want the King of Wands, the King of Fire, the one that's gonna keep my prana way high. She wants the king that's gonna awaken her kundalini snakes. Okay. Chiron, what do you have to say about that? Like, if you're gonna show up as the King of Diamonds and she's looking for the King of Wands, fire. What are you gonna say? What do you have to say about that? 6 of Wands. The 6 is rarely bad. It's a magic number. He's like, you know, it's past 5. So it's already past that in-between world. It's progressing, but it's young on the opposite side of the veil. You know, he's like, I've just been so misunderstood for so long, and you know, I'm nervous about being too pushy. I have a lot of passion, but I'm scared it's gonna scare her away. It's that rejection wound right there. What if I'm too much for her? What if it's too much? What if I hurt her? Oh, Jesus. I mean, you know, contracts are really important. Communication is really important, so let's talk to each other here. Let's talk to each other. So, Lilith, you know, he's just a little shy. I mean, he's in Aries, so he's like, I think what it feels like is he's just like saying, you know, pardon me while I burst into flames, you know? Okay, Lilith. We're gonna pull one more. 4 of diamonds. Stability, you know, he shows up as the king of diamonds, and she's like, well, you know what, as long as you're stable. She likes the diamonds. I mean, it's earth, it is stable, but this is really her being like, you got to ground your Mars sexual passion, the wands, the flame, the fire, the passion, and make sure that it's stabilized with the number 4 and the perfected earth, the diamond. Oh, that's what she said. That's what she said. As long as it's balanced, you know, I mean, you can like cut up a little bit, but you still got to be respectful, you know, and bow. Okay, so that's 2 questions we had for Lilith. We're going to ask Chiron. Yeah, one more for Chiron. What do you want to say? 7 of hearts. Oh, that absolutely feels like he's meeting her. He's like, okay, because it's like the 7 is after the 6, right? So it's this progression of, okay, and then hearts. I mean, it's that watery emotion of like, really, he's wanting to dive into these emotional waters and be, you know, because like he shows up as just diamonds and swords, earth and air. He shows up as earth and air, and then wants to be the fire. And now we have, I mean, he embodies all of the elements there, right there, all of them. Now he's coming through with water. He's like, oh, yeah, I can make you wet. Water. You know, I mean, you know, the ocean tides of water overflowing. And since, you know, ladies last, they're first and last. I mean, that's just, you know, how it is. It's just how the sacred masculine should feel. Out of respect. 3 of hearts. She's like, all right, that's my triangle. I got you. She's like, got you. I got you with the 3 of hearts. 3 being, you know, manifesting the Saturn and the triangle and the holding and the young. So it's a new relationship. Yeah, I mean, Chiron and Lilith, they might not have talked, you know. Who would have thought? But so yeah, combining this 3 of hearts in the center, coming back full circle to the 10 of diamonds. I feel like the 10 of diamonds just kind of absorbed the 3 of hearts. And I mean, why? I guess it's just the way the numbers, the 10 and then the 3. It's hard to explain why I feel that way. It just kind of goes down into the 10. And the water, the earthen bowl. Yeah, the 10 of diamonds and the 3 of hearts kind of absorbed each other. But I really feel like this earth, and now I'm having visions of the waterfall. You know, like this like bubble of earth that's just like, and it's the 3, it's the triangle, it's the Saturn protection, right? So it's like with these 2, a feminine healer and a masculine healer, and bringing them together, And then the earth and water are just going to melt into each other in this beautiful mud. Bless the mud. And it makes me think of the water in the mud totally brings you back to roots, right? I mean, that makes perfect sense that it would just be like, oh, the roots feel this water, this earth soaking up the water, and then the roots of the trees, bringing it back even to the trees, you know, like, and the, you know, the information that they can share through the mud and through the earth and water. You know, the trees can communicate with each other through there. Oh, there's so much to say about, you know, mending soil and taking care of the communication of the trees. So thank you so much for watching. This is basically how I'm going to work with the rest of the videos. Is just figuring out through Gnosis who wants to talk in this, who wants to participate in this cosmic dialogue. Let's get together, you guys, and have a conversation. So whether you're traveling physically or mentally, may it be in love and light. And don't forget the loot.